Besides the dealer's room, Artist Alley is the other major location that con-goers go to spend their dough. Unlike that gargantuan room of commerce, the alley hosts several dozen artists displaying their drawings, plushies, and even a bit of fashion. If you want to see something a little more unique and definitely way more personal, really is the place to go. Let's go take a look around.
Walking through the Artist Alley, we come by this table and we see these plush animals and flowers, and we had to stop and talk to Anne-Marie, the designer, and ask her about her business here and her plushes.
I actually own a costume commission business, but we also make pretty much anything that's sewn. And I'm from Chicago, but I recently moved to DC, so I actually run the business with somebody else who lives in Chicago. But I love animals and nature, and I hope that that reflects in the work that I sell here. But the bread and butter of our business is costumes, but you know, when we come to a convention, we sell this stuff.
So all of these are handmade by you?
Yes, absolutely.
They are very cute. When did you start doing this?
I started sewing when I was about 11, but I didn't start making toys until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So it's pretty new to me. I'm still learning, but lots of fun, and I'm happy to make cute stuff.
And what do you call the plushes?
I call them forest friends.
That's cute enough. Well, thank you for taking the time to very quickly tell us about your forest friends, your plushes. Okay, we have arrived at a booth called Zombies Ate My Waffles. And I see a lot of very hilarious looking things around here. Some steampunky stuff, artwork, and plush stars over here, and pillows and wallets and stuff. Got a nice array of material in little bags. So can you tell me a bit about yourselves and your zombie business here?
Well, we started off as a cosplay group, so we competed for a while, and then we decided that we got a little bit tired of the stress of that, and wanted to figure out a way to
enjoy the con in a different way. So we decided to use our own artistic abilities to sort of branch out into things that we could do at the cons. So my wife Joanna, she does all of the illustration and jewelry, and I wear steampunk and do the steampunk goggles that are here, as well as the pocket watches. And Lynette, who is a seamstress, she creates all of the plushies and the tote bags and the coin purses and such.
You guys have a nice team going on here then. And I've also noticed, we just spoke to someone else who said that she started out with costumes too and moved on to more accessorial kind of thing. So it's nice to see that everyone's kind of spreading themselves out. Do you have anything else to say about your table here? Sorry, putting you on the spot.
No, that's fine. That's
everyone
fine.
was just like a unison playing.
I would have to say that one of the things that we like about doing this is the opportunity to do some of the original stuff that is not just fan art. Like for instance, our Cthulhu and unicorns and stuff like this that we have here that are originals, as well as our original sea creatures. And then Lynette has all of her original like plushy stars and such, which we
I love the stars
at a lot of other tables and things like that. So it gives us something that's a little bit more unique and special to our own style. And particularly one thing that I like to mention is like some of our jewelry even is like very unique to what we have to offer, and different than some of the other buttons and jewelry you find at other places and stuff.
Yeah, I absolutely love these. You said they're buttons. They look like brooches. There's art under there, and it looks really nice. So
check out the zombie bunny up top here. It's an original plushie designed by Lynette. So it's her own character and her own design, and it's very cool.
I was just going to say that I also feel like in Artist Alley, we just met a lot of great people, where I feel like when we were competing, we never had time to really be at the con, meet anybody, but being in Artist Alley definitely gives you a chance to meet the con goers.
Everyone comes to you.
Plus the art, plus the other artists. You make great connections, you learn lots of stuff. It's just been a really great experience. And we've only been doing it since January of this year.
Okay, so this is new.
Ready? But yeah, we've only been doing this since January. But
well,
it's been really great.
That's great, and I hope that things go really well for you guys. This is a nice table. Okay, another table of interest over at the Artist Alley is the Vampets table. They're very cute plushes that are designed by Miss Addie Anderson, who's right here. Addie, can you tell us a little bit about your Vampets?
They're basically little vampire pets. Like, I started making them a couple years ago, and I've just loved making them. So.
And do you make them all by hand?
Mm-hmm. Well, with the sewing machine, but yeah.
And were you inspired in any kind of special way to make these, or you just one day wanted to make?
Well, I started making these during the Twilight phase, so they were kind of inspired.
a little Twilight inspired, but nonetheless cute vampires, not necessarily stalking ones. And you've got a bunch of different colors and sizes, looking real cool. And is this your first time exhibiting at Otakon?
Yes.
And how are you liking it?
I really like it a lot, yeah.
That's cool. Thank you for taking the time to very quickly talk to us. Okay, we're in the Artist Alley with Deanna. Is this your first time at Otakon as an artist guest?
No, I've been exhibiting at Otakon since about 2004.
Wow, so you've been around a long time. And what's your main body of work?
I draw an online graphic novel called La Machina Bellica. It's a neo-Victorian steampunk wartime romance drama, which is like my favorite thing.
Sounds cute.
It's like Hana Yori Dango with elves.
Like Hana Yori Dango with elves. And then you're also into like anime stuff too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love Tiger and Bunny, the new one that came out. I love the mech outfits that are like branded with like, you know, advertisements. I think that's hilarious, and it's also really good promotion for companies.
Right.
Like, so smart.
So you're into Tiger and Bunny, and I heard you're also into One Piece.
Oh, I love One Piece.
It's like Japanator loves One Piece.
Yeah, like it's the only really long anime manga that I follow. Like Naruto done, Bleach done. I didn't feel like following those, but One Piece is so addictive, and Oda is so good at making characters and making a really compelling story.
It's good to know, and we have artist approval over here for storyline and characters, so I'm glad we got to talk to you for a minute.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you met Deanna a little bit earlier, but now we're with Deanna and Laritza, who collaborated on a dress. So can you tell me a little bit about this dress?
Sure, I own a fashion company called Alien Font, and we do a lot of custom-made dresses. And this one's super exclusive because me and Dee, we teamed up, and what she did was I came up with this zombie idea. She screen printed this material, and then I created this dress. So this is a super uber one-of-a-kind dress that you can get here at Otakon.
That looks really nice, and I'm assuming could it be taken in a little bit if somebody's a little smaller?
Yeah, definitely. I have enough material to make another dress, and Dee can definitely screen print more. So if somebody wanted a custom order a size, they can easily do that on the internet.
That's really nifty. So here's the beautiful dress, one of a kind.
Yep.
What about your table here? If you want to say really quick, I see a lot of stuff, explosion of stuff.
For Electric Lemonade, you can expect really awesome jewelry. You can expect cattails, leg warmers, and we also have these amazing hoods and one-of-a-kind necklaces.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, so if you want a whole furry outfit, you can get the hood, you can get the tail, and you can get the leg warmers here.
Well, I'm glad you took the time to talk to us real quick. So nice meeting you, Laritza.
Nice meeting you too. Bye,
Okay. Okay, there were several reasons why we had to stop at this booth. The first is because this is Cassie. She is a Tomopop reader, and she did leave a comment telling us, whoever came to Otakon, that we need to check out her dolls, which are right here. They're called the Aisha Voya dolls, and they're called Elizabeth and Rose. This one's Elizabeth, and that one's Rose. They're looking very cute next to their tea sets. And do you make these dolls yourself?
Yes, I made the prototype and I cast them myself.
And the clothing, you sew it yourself too for your...
I made them myself too.
And how long have you been in this business of doll making?
I started with my first doll 2 years ago, and that one was tiny, and I don't sell her anymore.
And is this your first time exhibiting at Otakon?
The first time was 2 years ago with the other doll.
Okay, and then next to her, she's got Sarah, who makes the Gothopie. They're over here. They are very adorable goth octopus plushies and tentacles. So can you tell me a little bit about your Gothopie?
It started with a tattoo design that I have, and then I just wanted to make it in real life and give them cute accessories.
That sounds good enough reason. They're very cute. And the last reason why we had to stop here is because she's wearing a gorgeous and cute TARDIS dress. Okay, going with the whole Pokemon theme that I've had like all day today, guys. There's so many Pokemon cosplayers. We found this really great booth full of artwork that is all Pokemon inspired. It's got some trainers and old like 151 style, you know, with the Pikachu and Charmander and all that stuff. And the artist behind it all is the lovely Allegra. So, can you tell us about your artwork?
I just draw what I like, and so I love Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon. Pokemon started me drawing. You know, the games really got me into drawing. I would draw all the characters and my favorites, and so this is what I love. And I think that, you know, to artists, you just have to draw what you love. You don't have to worry about what other people like. Just draw what you like.
I absolutely agree with you. And is this your first time exhibiting at Otakon?
This is my second year. I was here last year, and last year was my first con ever. And my friends got me to, you know, they pushed me to come, and so I decided to come a second time. So
that's great
experience.
We have arrived at another varied booth that's manned by an artist called Shelly.
Hi.
I see that you've got, like, you know, pencil work and prints over here and plushes and tote bags and charms and all kinds of stuff. So tell me about Inky Jinx.
Inky Jinx is a brand that I formed last year in October. I was selling at cons before that, but I didn't really have a focus. This is actually my husband's work. He's been published in, he was just published in the Udon Mega Man tribute book. This is the piece that I got in. This is his winning piece for the interior cover of the Street Fighter 4 competition. It is in the Xbox 360 Special Edition. If you buy it and open it up.
Wow.
As far as my stuff goes, I just like cute stuff, Japanese inspired, trying to add my own flair to it. And I just like making people smile. It like makes me happy to see the reactions of people as they just come to my booth. And
that's great. And these are squids, yeah, right? You handmade all of them?
I didn't hand make them. I designed all of them, and I had them professionally made around the same time last year. That's when I
okay.
Focus.
But the important part is that you design them, and they're your production from your brain and all of that. And then now we are with Eric Maruschak, who we caught making this huge banner on the floor for this year's Otakon. To my understanding, looking at these, you make a banner at the cons you attend?
Oh yeah, I attend a whole bunch of conventions. I've been to comic book conventions, anime conventions, video game conventions. Just this last weekend I was at San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm all over doing pieces.
And can you tell me a little more about your work?
Sure. They're basically giant chalk murals. They average 9 feet wide by 14 feet tall and take approximately 25 to 30 hours to make at each show. I draw the sketch out in advance with a colored pencil. That way while I'm sitting on it, it doesn't smudge. And then when I bring it to the show, I basically start the chalk portion there, and we'll color that in as basically live performance art over the course of the 3 days. I'm brought by various companies to make publicity for, you know, a product they may have, right, or a game there is coming out. They'll provide me with artwork from either the game or the book or whatever, and I usually do a recreation of their art.
Unfortunately, this was around the time that my SD card maxed out. Off camera, Eric let us know that he was recreating the Otakon 2011 program cover. If you're interested in seeing some other videos of Eric's work, check out his YouTube channel linked below.
Always true.